Hey, now that you're back here in Sanctuary, how would you like a job?
A job? For me? Really?
Yeah, I think you're...
What are you doing?
Huh?
Hi.
So what's your story? Looking to trade? Rob me? Or just ask directions to Diamond City?
Just looking for love, sweetheart.
Girl, have you come to the wrong place? My loving days have long since passed. But I'll tell you what, beautiful. You made an old girl smile, and that ain't easy. You want to do some trading? I'll give you a discount.
Let's see what you have.
Here's what I got.
Inside, there's... I think someone was using this as a trash can.
You came to visit. I almost thought you wouldn't.
Come on! Is that the best you got?
Hey.
I need your help with these schematics.
Oh, yeah? What are they for?
All you need to know is that it's for a machine that can get me inside the Institute.
The Institute? Why in the world would you want to...
They kidnapped my baby.
Damn. That's some bad business. I'd like to help, but you know my... What do you say? Will you be the leader that the common...
Can you explain what...
We're citizen soldiers. That was the original idea. I think you're the...
What makes you think I can do this?
You saved us in that kind of selflessness?
Okay. I'll do it.
It's gonna be a lot of right.
Good. Don't worry. I'll be right.
I'm no general.
You're gonna have to get used to it.
Sure.
The leader of the Minutemen, our last leader was General Beck. The one good thing about now it's your job. I've gotten word about a subtle... I'll mark it on your map. Go find out what they need.
Excuse me.
You wanted help earlier. Some kind of machine to get into the Institute?
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out. This machine can hijack their signal and send me instead.
Teleportation? For real? If anyone can make heads or tails of those plans.
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Do you think you can build this?
Wow. What a mess. Teleportation.
Either it is, or we end up building one hell of a paperweight.
Well,
Sure.
anyway, I'm gonna need some time, but you can get...
Can you give me a list of what I'll need to build this platform?
Yeah, sure. Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. While you're working on that, keep in mind, like if you had a spare, and it's going to...
Hey, Sturgis.
How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal interceptor?
There's a giant metal pizza sitting on the ground now, so yeah.
I was just asking. And I think I got the rest. Here's a list of 3 things. I'll meet you over at the building.
Can you explain how this thing...
Let me break it down for you. 1, a control console to... 2, what he calls a relay dish. 3, a molecular beam emitter. 4, one thing to keep in mind while you're building this, it all needs to be wired together. I'll see you over at the building.
Blue, we're not alone. I can carry something.
Help! Or Mayday, or whatever it is one says on a radio. My name is Rex Goodman. I'm being held prisoner on the top of Trinity Tower.
It's a
Super
whole
mutants
lot
plan
of
on
buildings.
eating me soon. I'm setting this to repeat. Oh shit! I've got to sign off. One of the super mutants is coming! Help! Or Mayday, or whatever it is one says.
Cover me!
My name is Rex Goodman. I'm being held prisoner on the top of Trinity Tower. Superwares plan on eating me soon.
What a waste.
Setting this to repeat. Oh shit! Gotta sign off. One of the super mutants is coming. Help! Or Mayday, or whatever it is one says on the radio. My name.
Another human come to rescue Rex! Here's waiting! Kill him!
Human, got a treat for you. Suffer!
You only kill the weakest of us! It only makes us stronger! If they cannot kill one puny human, they are less than nothing! You fight well for a human! Now die like one!
Green stuff.
My warriors are waiting for you!
Wish a buckethead would show up. I'd rip his leg clean off. Buckethead would show up.
Leave no survivors.
I'll wear your guts around my neck.
For victory.
Human! You fight almost as good as a super mutant!
Make your peace.
Maybe we will put you in the cage with strong and Rex.
No bravado and no brains, aren't ya?
Why, you stupid humans always... What, scared already? find you soon, human! Someone there? Ha ha! I found you! You're here! Stop hiding! I wanted a fight. Go ahead and hide, little bleeder! Come out, wherever you are!
What the hell are you doing in there?
Quickly get us out of here!
More of my brothers will be here soon. They know a human is attacking the tower.
I'll unlock the cage.
Hurry!
By the way, he's with me. Please, don't shoot him. Follow Strong. He knows the best way down off of this
Perfect.
cursed tower.
Those who live, go fast, human. Someone there? Kill them! Kill them all! This is what death looks like up close! Strong will break you in half.
Wouldn't want to be in your shoes.
Hey,
What you got for me? Time for some travel fuel. Want one?
it's time we call.
If you're sure, like...
So that whole milk of human kindness thing, that's from Macbeth. I thought that could civilize these savages by teaching it to them. Strong here believes it is the secret to human power. So he wants us to help him find it.
Must have been gonna be a good fight.
I shall lift our spirits by quoting from the bard. Good night. Good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow. Our doubts are traitors, and make us lose the good we oft might win by fearing to attempt. So on, so long. They say doom never lives. Hell is empty and all the devils are here. Let me embrace these sour adversity, for wise men say it is the wisest course.
Who's there? Get us all!
Hiding is pointless.
Out there! Somewhere! Better to die fighting rather than fighting humans! Smash them, crush them, kill them!
Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste what is sacred.
Hey! You disappear! No fair! I got a treat for you.
Rex,
Many thanks for that timely rescue.
Gone now. Pity.
I think I've earned a reward.
Ah, yes, the mercenary, a classic character. Underappreciated in most productions. Yes, well, I'd like you to have it. Now, if you... I'm returning to WRVR. And
Go find milk of human kindness with Strong.
Yes, I'll honor my promise.
Good. Human help. Strong learn.
Sure. Hey,
What?
This is an emergency broadcast. Our caravan's under attack by hostile robots and needs some serious help. We're just east of Watts Consumer Electronics. If anyone in the vicinity can come help, now's the time. Ada, loop this message.
Yes, sir.
That's how you survive in the common. You're mine now, rookie.
Human, let's play. That's not new things. We take.
I'm searching for the target. My friends did not survive the attack. Thank you for assisting. I was certain to meet my end here as well.
Are you okay?
Physically, the damage is minor, but I am registering sadness and anger at the loss of my friends. It may sound strange coming from a robot, but they were my family. Again, I thank you for your...
I'm sorry for your loss.
My name is Ada. This was the third time we've been attacked by robots, even with the weapon and detection upgrades.
Tell me about these robots.
They roam the Commonwealth and claim to be restoring order. We've seen them fighting raiders, settlers, merchants. We knew we ran the risk.
You couldn't have known something like this would happen.
The probability of attack. In recompense, it's time to uncover the...
You'll need help if you want to succeed.
I'm aware of this. You have shown willingness to aid others. In return, I can give you the schematic.
You want revenge, don't you?
I admit my goal is twofold. I won't rest until I... Now, we last saw a group. You may find information. I will follow and assist.
Yeah. Let's go, Ada.
General Atomics has value.
Wrong go with human.
Hey.
How may I be of service?
I'm gonna tear your fucking throat out!
Excellent.
Going to splatter the Can't hide forever.
Attentions, and it will not rest until the Commonwealth is saved.
Nice.
Together, we will restore justice and bring about the dawn of peace. Attention, people of the Common. On the message, has come to bring about an age of peace. Do not be alarmed. We will Attention, people of the Common. On the mechanism. Have come.
That's it. Heads up.
I'd be happy to help if I... Did you retrieve something from that robot?
Have you seen a robot?
No, but my old... According to my database, it was considered one...
Yeah. It had this interesting tech.
Intriguing. Impressive technology. If my analysis is correct, I suspect it's held as the next logical step.
Sounds like a solid plan.
I'm glad you agree. You'll need to use a robot to maintain peak efficiency.
Heads up.
Yes, are you ready to install the radar beacon?
Time to operate.
Just be certain you don't disconnect anything essential while you're rummaging through my circuitry. Once I'm in the robot workbench.
Look alive. Look alive.
Wait a moment. The modification was successful. New hardware has been detected and software is updating. And installation complete. Analyzing Mechanist hardware. The radar beacon is receiving a strong encrypted signal, but I can't determine the source.
It's a good start, at least.
Absolutely. With some additional... Fortunately, I'm...
Finally, we have an advantage.
Perhaps, but it is the encryption on the source. If you can bring me to...
Looks like it's Robo-Brain season.
At least until our mission is complete. I'm uploading the location. Just be careful. These robots... My ride counter is spiking. We may want to move.
Here you go, Ada. One slightly dented, but still functional radar beacon.
This will do nicely. And, with any luck?
Don't worry. I'm sure...
I certainly hope so. I'm going to begin my decryption route. In the meantime, I've picked up a...
Let me guess. This is going to involve a lot of walking.
Your astuteness is impressive. If my calculations are correct, the signal is coming from... Oh, this isn't good. Location confirmed. The RoboBrain is at Fort Hagen Satellite Array, which means it's in the hands of the Rust Devils.
Rust Devils, huh? Ooh, scary.
You shouldn't be so dismissive. My old caravan encountered them once while crossing the Rust Devils are a group of ruthless raiders who utilize robots for their nefarious practice. They scour the Commonwealth looking for my kind. What they can't capture and reprogram, they strip for spare parts. I realize they pose a greater threat to me than you. I just want you to be well informed. That being said, despite what lies ahead, I can...
Shit! Lost him. Come on.
rifles. What are you doing here?
Getting ready to crack open that dome you call a head to get your radar beacon.
My radar beacon? Now that's unexpected. That's a very specific part to be searching for. And you don't look like the typical part scavenger type to me. I calculate a 98.8% chance that you're looking for the mechanism.
No reason to bargain when I can just take what I need.
You really think just because I'm connected to this machine, you have the upper hand? If you take a moment to listen, I'll explain precisely why you're wrong. Now, how can I put this as simple as possible so someone at your processing speed can understand? In order to find the mechanist, you're going to need more than just my radar beacon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to provide said Act 1. You need to end 2.
Mm-hmm. How do I know you'll keep up your end of the bargain?
Even though there's a human brain floating in a biogel inside my head, it pains me to admit it. But one of my directives states that I cannot lie. Ever. So, while I'm not the most charming,
Deal.
a wise decision once we're at our destination. Watch the tripwires. I'd rather keep myself intact today, thank you. Watch it, you clod.
Got it.
If you find any spare parts, you be sure and let me know.
Identify yourself.
You really are taking the path of most resistance here, aren't you?
Combat zone is hot.
Nice try. Engaging hostile target.
advised to clear the area. Please take cover until the danger has been eliminated.
Based on my limited experience with you, I estimate a 65% chance of making it out of here. Not optimal. An increase in effort could have an impact on the odds. This is the one that ripped my head off. I demand we rip her head off. It's only fair. Had I a body, I would have killed her myself. Oh well. 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Good job, human.
Bingo.
goodness we are out of that hole, don't think your job is done. I refuse to cooperate until you provide a body that meets my standards.
Hey.
Yes, ma'am?
Here you go, Ada. The final radar beacon. I'll need that head back when you're done.
Of course. Shouldn't take but a moment. There you go. Still in one piece. I'm not sure why you want the head back. Besides, robo-brains are notorious for being, well, a real pain in the neck.
What else do you know about the Meta?
Quite simply, it's the first time General Atomics produced a successful union between organic matter and robotics. The brain is used both as a control unit and a data storage unit. Unfortunately, there were a lot of programming issues with these robots, which caused them to be a bit, shall we say, unhinged. Hopefully, this particular...
A union of organic matter and robotics? Sounds an awful lot like a synth.
Not at all. The robo-brain was built, but the General Atomics' intent was to use the free thought and individuality was never intended. These were expressly built like soldiers, to follow orders without question. The robo-brain's unfortunate tendency towards violence and aggression should be considered more of a malfunction than a calculated decision.
Now that you have the final radar beacon...
I certainly hope so. That still doesn't explain...
We don't have a choice. It claims we need it to access the Mechanist's facility.
How foolish of me. It makes perfect sense that the Mechanist would not only keep its location a closely guarded secret, but would secure it against intrusion as well. I'm terribly sorry. I hadn't considered that. I'm afraid when it comes to assisting humans...
Don't be ridiculous. If it wasn't for you, we couldn't have gotten this far already.
That's kind of you to say. Ever since I let my friends die, I chose the route we took the day we were... Sometimes I wish that Jackson had programmed me with my personality mode set...
Your personality defines you as an individual. Never let that go.
You're right. All of the good memories I've experienced being Ada would be... I really think I needed to hear that from someone else. Thank you. Now I've distracted you. I'll finish up my calculation. Hopefully, she'll be able...
warn you on the strong
looks like a safe place to recharge our batteries.
For the 10th time, yes.
What do you want me to do about it? Those super mutants would kill me in seconds. Rex got himself into this mess. He'll have to figure out how to get out of it. George Cooper.
Quite a few impressive devices around here.
I'm Anne Hargreaves.
WRVO is our pride and joy. 'Tis a pleasure to see you again.
Wow.
I can't thank you enough for saving my life.
Well, it was quite a feat to rescue Rex from those super mutants.
Rex was a fool. Should have left him to die there.
Rex is Rex. This isn't the first time we've had to save him from himself. We'll try to keep him.
Excuse me.
Well, it was quite a feat to rescue Rex from those super mutants.
The dust-to-oxygen ratio here is remarkably low.
I was just glad I got there in time.
Oh, so am I.
We need something new.
Hi.
Our audience is
Well, it
getting
was
bored
quite a
of the
feat
same
to rescue
play
Rex from
over and
those
over.
super mutants.
So what do you do here?
I play all the women's roles. I used to be a seamstress.
I could use a seamstress.
That does sound interesting. Okay, I'll do it. I think I'll enjoy making clothing again.
I should do some vocal warm-ups.
I really should study my lines.
What? Since we talked, I'm feeling swell. Look at the two of us here in Sanctuary. Prepared for the future.
Hey.
Hey, do you have a moment? I wanted to thank you for helping.
Don't mention it.
You have no idea. My son, he's...
That's awful.
No, they should.
Hey, Sturgis.
You need any help with that, signal interceptor?
Not now.
Sanctuary. I knew you'd join us here, kid.
Willing to do some work?
I'd be glad to help.
Well, for starters, just make sure we can sleep. There's a workbench over there you can use.
Let's trade.
Gotta make sure we've got enough power.
Hey, Sturgis.
I like it. Having a place to sleep will improve everyone's spirits. What we need now is a...
I'm on it.
Great. I feel better already, knowing we have a reliable supply. I hope you don't... If we're gonna settle...
I'll start planting right...
Good deal. This place is starting.
I have to make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor. Hey, Sturgis.
This place is starting to feel like home. The trouble is, what we need is to get some...
I'm on it.
Ah, thanks. Got everything in place. We'll have
I have to make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor. Sturgis.
Make sure it's all on the same grid. All the parts have got to be able to talk to each other, you know.
I just need to trade gear with you.
Gotta make sure we got enough power.
Sure that's worth taking with us? I've heard that folks at Bench Farm need some help. The Minutemen should be the ones to answer that call.
To make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor.
Everything looks good on my end. Ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. I'll start scanning for an instant. Just get on the platform. I'll do the rest. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. Yeah, don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt!
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Would need the key. Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean.
Who are you?
Sean. Where is everyone?
Father, what's going on?
We're leaving this...
What's going on?
Sean!
I don't know you.
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing.
The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father. That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute. Just as you are a parent to your son, to Sean.
I want answers.
Under the circumstances, I will forgive your vulgarity, but I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time, it's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is in the vault. You had no concept of the passage, but then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am.
Hell of a story, but I guess it does make sense.
I'm glad you're willing to accept. At that time, the year 2227, scientific curiosity, so they followed the best example thus.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you?
In a manner of speaking. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. Plenty of that was available, of course, even in their attempts to shield them. But then the Institute found me. I was exactly what they needed. I am their father.
Sean.
It really is. I know you must have...
Kellogg.
Kellogg. He was... It wasn't until I became director that I learned.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I... The Institute took it. Institute technology. He never failed the Institute. I won't lie. What else can I...
Right. Kellogg. He worked...
Kellogg. It wasn't until...
After what I've seen, I pity the man. He was as much a victim as anything.
After what he did to you, I'm shocked you would be so generous. But yes, I understand you've experienced things. Perhaps you ended up knowing him better. I, for one, will never truly forgive him. The Institute took advantage of Institute technology. He never failed. I won't lie. What else can I say?
Your father.
Yes. I've gone over the records of for many years, I never... With old age comes... But... What else can I...
So, you're...
I am the acting director of the Institute.
They need your help, Sean.
Oh, we've tried. Surprised? No. Ultimately, the common... Just... I know there's more. The Institute is on the... I've been a part of something. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that.
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. I know you've been through so. Forgive me. There is much to be done.
I'm not here to take orders.
I'm afraid things here are different from the lawless wastes above. A society cannot... While you may be my mother, I am father.
Follow your lead? Why do you get to call the shots?
Because my entire life has taken place with it. I have proven time and time. I assure you. I get...
All right. I'll go along with it.
Excellent. The Institute is now yours. You want to introduce yourself to the... And finally, Dr. Lee...
Almost done. Just need
It's
to
an
tighten
honor
up this
to have
primary
you here,
drive
ma'am.
servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks again.
Of course.
Our technology must seem pretty advanced by your standards.
We're all looking forward to working
Doctor,
with you.
they weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm out.
Right.
When Father told us about you, if you don't mind my asking...
Sure. I guess I just wasn't ready to die yet.
That's understandable. The will to survive is the most basic human instinct. Now, I'll give you a quick... As you might guess, we maintain and upgrade. There's a lot of machinery. The work we do might... So, now that you're here...
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, then at least similar to the rest of us. If there's anything else you'd like to...
Who built this place?
Or the construction of the original survived over time. It's a process that's... Just think what this place...
Dr. Fillmore.
What's on your mind?
I'd like to know about the...
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs, power distribution. He coordinates with... We also make use of... Hi there. Something I can help you with?
It must be a challenge.
Absolutely. Over the years, when necessary. Fortunately, it's a good thing, too.
I hear we're about to get a new food supplement.
Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties. Power demand jumped another 5% this year.
Remember, health and happiness
Excuse
go
me,
hand
Doctor.
in hand.
It's a real juggling act, trying to keep all the systems down here. This place might look shiny. I lose sleep.
Sure. Looks like everything's running great. I'd say you're doing your job.
Hey, thanks. It's nice to be appreciated. Most people just take my work for granted. It's the kind of work that only gets noticed when something goes wrong, if you know what I mean. There's some stuff I need...
Time to examine
It's
my
hard to
latest
stand
reports
out
on batch 274.
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plan.
Hi, Doc.
I wonder how the Warwick
Welcome.
family is
So
doing.
good to have you here.
Young Wally
Dr.
must be
Clayton
close to
Holdren.
10 years old by
I
now.
can't wait for you
It's
to see the work
remarkable.
we're doing.
Any child can survive
Truly
for
amazing.
so long up there, don't you think?
I look forward to learning more.
In that case, let me give you, as the name implies, our most important direct. To that end, we've even started to... You probably saw the gorillas.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, I'm sure I've taken up...
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. In any case...
You mentioned medical care? I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want... He's our top biologist. Dr. Volkert works... You won't find better...
Most men lack the patience to observe and document plant growth.
Is it true food supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine. You're here. Glad you made it.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she
anyone
even
didn't
testing?
mention it?
Nothing.
Quiet
At this
time
point,
runs
she's
from
just
10
doing it for
PM
fun.
to 6 a.m.
Doc?
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental...
What kinds of blueprints?
Mostly components for a new plasma pistol concept. High-energy weapons are... Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I really hope you... Well, that was productive.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know.
Sure. Well, that's insulting.
I'm sorry. Oh, before I forget, I've been told to install. You're to be given full access.
A courser chip?
The same thing it does for our. In case the significance. If nothing else, it should. Now, unless there's.
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are. I'm sorry. I don't.
Dr. Thompson, I know we're not that close, but may I ask a favor of you?
Sure, of course.
Both Allie and myself are working late tonight. Normally it's not a big deal. Quentin is mostly
If you ask me,
self-sufficient, but
we're only scratching the surface.
it's the third
of the
night in a
latest sins.
row.
Say no more. He can come over and have dinner with us. I'm sure the girls will be thrilled.
It's not too much trouble.
No trouble at all. Just come by when you're finished.
Child synth prototype may truly be the key to our future.
No visible reaction to K-14 compound.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do. Our new synths are so lifelike, I keep mistaking them for real people.
Hey, Doc.
Welcome. Welcome. It is so good to meet you.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm in charge of housing and provisions. It's my mission to ensure that everyone lives a comfortable and productive life. You should know that many of us consider it a great honor to have you here.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
What now?
They're dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. Send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see. Courses on the hunt are
difficult adjustment for you.
If you
but
see
try
one,
and remember that
you should stay out
synths
of its
aren't
way.
people.
Doctor?
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, acting director. I'll be upfront with you. Despite your relation to... I'm sure you understand.
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access. It's nothing personal. Now, Father has asked, our primary responsibility...
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synths remain here.
Certainly. We can't. The results could be this. Our main instrument is the coursers hunt down. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in... But I gather you know all this. In fact...
Right? I hate to break it to you, but your courser wasn't all that tough.
Then it's likely the unit was defective. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to... Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
If you're the acting head of the SRB, who are you filling in for?
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's in his absence.
The Directorate should take the synth escapes more seriously. I swear I spend half my time smoothing the feathers that Justin ruffles. We need to be able to collaborate with the...
If you can't get along, it's going to be hard to accomplish anything.
Yeah, even worse, we got a lot of smart guys with fragile egos. Anyway, we'll figure...
report, ma'am.
I fixed one relay and 2 more start to fail. At least I'm not bored.
Good to see you. Feeling well today?
I'm trying to learn chess. The computer always beats me.
Father is more than just our leader. He is our creator.
Hi. Thanks for your help, friend.
I always enjoy a good fight.
I'm glad you're on our side.
Feels like this project has been going on for months.
Ma'am, I have some components for you.
Hey.
Yes, here you are, ma'am.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here?
I'm glad you can appreciate. Ultimately, all, unfortunately, not as remarkable as the superior synth.
What do you mean by
I mean that while they are here in, as you're about to see, however, a rogue synth has, his memories have been erased under his leadership. I've dispatched a...
Who erased his memories? And why?
Those idealistic radicals who call themselves the Railroad are behind it. We'll deal with them in time. Now you should get moving.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, ma'am. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the...
What do we know about this synth, Gabriel?
Designation B590. He's probably got his best fighters with him.
Wait. Oh, no, you don't.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, ma'am. Designation X688. I've already neutralized.
All right, let's go.
Right behind you, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
So dead.
Where'd the little bitch go? Pay for that.
give it up.
No need to hide. We'll all be over soon. I've done this.
I suggest we take as much as we can carry.
Happy Joe.
Nice.
Hold up a moment, ma'am. There's something important I need to tell you.
What is it?
I'm going to give you B592's reset.
Sure.
You'll need to say B5 once he's shut down.
Jesus, what a mouthful.
Then talk fast, ma'am. Just make sure you get it right. That's all, ma'am.
Nice. Sweet.
Well done. By your gear, I'm gonna guess you are agent just like me. So, made it to the town. The Institute's desperate for resources, but it's stealing plunder from honest, hard-working Commonwealth gangs.
B592 initialize factory reset. Authorization Gamma 71 Epsilon.
You okay? Gabriel, can
Nice work. I'll take the synth back. This is X688. Ready to reload. Claim synth B592.
There we go.
software will find you. Your destruction is at hand. I'm betting they'll be back.
Interesting. This body you've selected for me isn't quite what I had envisioned, but it will have to suffice.
So sorry, Your Highness. The Royal Tailor has been quite ill, and I'm afraid the task fell to me instead.
If you're attempting to use sarcasm as an intimidation tactic, I'm afraid you're wasting your time. Look, it's obvious we don't care for each other's company, which suits me just fine. So, why don't you...
Tell me everything you know about the Mechanist.
Now there's a fascinating, amazingly adept at... I've been dutifully carrying...
I find that very hard to believe.
I can't imagine why. The Mechanist instructed me, by my calculations, the easiest way to help a human is simply to destroy it. There's no point in prolonging a laughably fragile life. It's the most efficient way to assist them.
My ride counter is spiking.
I don't think you understand the definition of help.
Help. To give or provide what is necessary to accomplish a task or to satisfy a need. I'm doing exactly as I was. Assisting a human to the best of my abilities only affords a 25% survival rate. That means there's a 75% chance that despite my efforts, the human I'm assisting will die from something beyond my control. Therefore, it's better to hasten the human's death and put them out of their likely chance of misery than to deplete my limited time. It's actually quite elementary.
And you're going to be a brain pate if you don't tell me how to access the Mechanist facility.
There's no need to be rude.
Sure.
It's rather simple. In order to gain entry to the Mechanist, I'll upload the plans. There. Perhaps I'll remain here for a while. I suspect you'll have quite a...
Hey.
I trust you've completed your business with Jezebel.
Heads up.
I hope she wasn't too difficult.
She's insane. Said she's killing people to save them.
That logic. They killed my friends to save them? Had Jezebel been in my care, I would have decommissioned her. I hope you at least learned how to gain...
I need to outfit a robot with something called an MSAT. Jezebel gave me the plans.
A custom modification that, in fact, chances... As for my task, the source is coming from a rock... It's time to take the...
It's time to confront the...
I hope you're allowed the opportunity. Now, if you're ready,